He would be off doing movies, and you know, he's not going to be able to hop on a plane and come back and do a video game or something. And I was just goofing around. I was just doing like fighter pilot number 3, you know, and I was really excited because they brought me in to do Grand Moff Tarkin for something. So, you would prefer another planet? A military target, the naming system. I was just playing around and I saw some Yoda lines, and I just, you know, like all actors, we all, you know, try to do each other's lines. And I was reading it as Yoda, the director, who was from Ireland. And he goes, "Do that again." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Read the Yoda lines again." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Just shut up and do it." I said, "Okay," and I did. And what I didn't know was that Mr. Oz was off doing, I think, 3 Men and a Baby as a director. And they took it up and played it for George, and George said, "Yeah, sounds good." So suddenly I was Yoda, and that was 15 years ago. And I've pretty much been Yoda for every game made, and toys and commercials, and now pretty much everything. So I'm very honored. I hope Mr. Ross thinks I'm okay.
Let the audience a little
That's right.
fun here. You know, this is actually kind of the opposite of how we normally do it. When we go into the studio, we go in for about 4 to... I think that was really set for Yoda.
Yeah, apparently they think I'm really Yoda's size. Just read by my size, they did not do it. No, what's that?
Well, you know, when we go into the studio, we go in for about 4 hours, and it takes about that long to record one episode.
Unplanned sound effects. All right. Yeah.
So we go in, and they usually record our voices first, and then they do the animation to our voices.
Yeah, and that's completely the opposite of what happens. Because in the real world, if you try to make a picture that's already done fit what we're saying, it's almost impossible, because they don't know. They're animators, they're artists, brilliantly good artists, but a lot of the animation is done even overseas now, and some of them might not even speak English real well. So if they do the animation first, and they're trying to figure out how to make the lip, we call it lip flap, they don't know if I'm going to say, you know, look in the road ahead, or look in the road ahead. And they may make it look totally wrong, which is why a lot of the Japanese anime sounds weird, because Japanese has a different number of syllables than English to say the same thing. So sometimes English has to go really fast to make it fit in the hole. And so it just sounds odd. So that's what it has. That sort of weird sound that some anime has, that's what Clone Wars would sound like if we did the picture first and then did our voice. So what we're going to do right now is actually not what happens, but it's much more interesting to look at in the pictures.
All right, let's roll our scene first.
Hello, old friend.
So it looks a little different.
It's a little flat.
A lesson in patience.
It's just missing something.
Fix
that line.
Yeah. You know, sometimes if they do have to change a line, we'll come in and we will have to match our lips.
Yeah.
And they call it ADR. So that's kind of what we're doing now, and it's not always the easiest thing to do. So.
Yeah, because sometimes there's a name change, or they just change a couple words, and then we do have to do exactly what we're doing now and make the flat fit our flat. So here we go.
See if we can do it. Let's roll it.
Hello, old friend. Greetings, Master Sui. Montana, a lesson you have for us today.
Yes.
A lesson in patience. Gather around, younglings. Listen to the Padawan, you shall.
This weapon is your life, but it is also your responsibility. Don't let it out of your sight. All right, a little better?
Her master's a lot closer to mine. She's done this twice before.
You know, as you guys see, in the studio, we're usually trying each other's lines, we're goofing around. You know, James sometimes will read Obi-Wan as Fred Flintstone. So we thought we'd let you in on a little bit of the fun, and since Tom does so many voices.
Oh yeah, we do what ADR means is additional dialogue replacement. And what happens is, in every movie, going back to the beginning of the industry, there's a certain amount of the dialogue that doesn't work. because of sound, like a plane flies overhead. And you might have this wonderful moment, but it's ruined because you hear a plane in the background, or someone will drop a Coke can backstage or whatever. So they have to bring the actors back in to replace their own lines. And sometimes those actors aren't available. They're off filming another movie, they might be overseas, or something's a family wedding or something. So that they'll bring in someone like me who can do their voice. And it's actually harder than most to do a realistic match, because people can do stereotypes, but to actually match something, like for instance a lot of the movie trailers you saw for Wanted, that wasn't Morgan Freeman, that was me going, you have a choice, Wesley, a decision to make. To live your life like a sheep, or something like that.
Pretty cool, huh?
I first met Andy Dufresne in the summer of 1938. Anyways, I also have done, I've done Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins, hello Clarice, you're looking well today. And I've also done Professor Dumbledore, welcome to Hogwarts School of Wizardry. And I've also done Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto. Logan, did you come into Magneto's home regarding the metal? Oh, very charming. Anyway, so we're gonna do this, and you get to pick. Are we going to do Yoda's lines as Morgan Freeman? Or should we do them as, say, Captain Kirk? William Shatner? I don't know. I don't know. So, okay, raise your hand for Morgan Freeman. Raise your hand for Captain Kirk. Oh,
I think that's one.
I think we have one winner.
All right.
And I'm going to travel on Priceline.com.
All right, well, I'll just throw in a little old Jan Brady.
Oh, yes! Marsha.
Marsha.
Oh, hers is better.
Yoda.
Sorry, I still love that.
All right, let's roll it.
Hello, old friend.
Greetings, Master Snoopy. Padawan Town, a lesson have you for us today?
Yes, Yoda.
Listen in patience.
Gather round, younglings. Listen to the Padawan you shall.
This weapon is your life, but it is also your responsibility. Don't let it out of your sight.
Now come on here, just do it again.
Yoda. All right. Well, I don't think Dave would allow that in an episode. But as you guys can see, we have so much fun up here. So we want to let you guys in on the fun. Maybe put you on the spot, let you audition to be an honorary cast member of the Clone Wars. What do you think?
Yeah.
You guys ready? All right. Let's go down. For our first audition.